Hey, I'm flabbergasted by this example. I'm going to show the capability of coding that are enabled for end user without any experience in coding. And I won't ever see the code here. So I just want to give you an example. I have a file somewhere, an Excel file with a list of restaurant. So here's the restaurant, the address, the city, the state, the zip code, and when they were open, and the geo shape, whatever it is, X, Y on the map. So if I'm asking Excel to show that on the map, it's not going to be able to do that. That's not the capability that Excel has. But if I'm asking Copilot to create an HTML page that I can download, so I'm going to run this query. So I'm telling him, take this file and create an HTML page that display a map of Wake County, NC using, so it tells exactly the leaflet GS for each year, plot all restaurants open, and I explain exactly what I want. And you might tell me, well, how can I figure out that's a prompt I need? And I'll show you that obviously I didn't create this prompt just like that. I iterated and I tried different things, and I'll show you that. Maybe I can show you that why it's doing this. Um, so actually, I started way more simple. I said, create a downloadable HTML page with US map. So I didn't say Wake County. US map with dots showing where restaurants open each year. Give me a combo to choose the year and plot the dots on the map. When I hover a dot, I want a detailed description of the restaurant pop up. Use this file as a source, and I give the file. And then he gave me a file. I tested it, and I said the dots are invisible. So he said, "Oh, I'm sorry. The dots are still not on the map." I say, he give me another option. I say, "Great. Now, can you give me the prompt I should have used to get this result directly?" And that's the prompt I'm using right now. And so, just to show you the result, this is the map I have. So you can see that I can zoom in, zoom out. So it can insert a map and insert some data that is coming from an Excel file directly on the map. I don't know if anybody can do that without coding or with a specific tool. Definitely, maybe there's some Excel features, advanced features where you could do that, but here it's just have to tell and nothing else. And I can then segment, what was it in 2025? I can change the year. One thing I was not able to do, I wanted to see the dots coming, year after year. So having a dynamic timeline, I was not able to do that. But you can try. The way I do it is I play with it, and if it's not working, I tell it what's not working, and it's trying to do it. And when I get a result, that's where I stop. And definitely, it's pretty cool to see all those points were in the Excel file. For each year there were restaurants, and so if I click on the restaurant, I see the detail, just like I said. Okay, the Irish Theater opened this in 1994 in Raleigh, that this address. Pretty cool, just amazing. And you can imagine, whatever you want to build. Basically, you'll see that soon there's going to be a app agent, app builder agent, where you're going to tell what app you want to build. And basically, it's creating an app for Power Apps. Here it's creating an app, an HTML page with JSON code. But I don't have to understand the coding. It does it for me. I just have to discuss with it, test it, see the result is agreeing me, and then I'm good. So let's see if my prompt is successful here. So here I have a new map. Let's see if it produces a different result. Maybe I'm going to be surprised. So here, 1996 was one example, and yeah, so I have almost same kind of result. The the dots are a little bit different, but it works the same way. And I can zoom in, zoom out. So from a prompt, and you can iterate, or if you're good at your prompt, you just have one prompt, but you iterate and you test and you ask to. The secret here is to say create a downloadable HTML page. But as you can see, I didn't know that it could use maps, and I was glad that it was able to do it. So you can try it. If you have any kind of need, you just try it. I was curious to see, oh, can it do that? Yeah, yeah, it does. I'm not a developer. I didn't know. A developer probably knows that it's easy to include a map in an HTML page and zoom in, zoom out, and add plots on it. I don't. I'm not a developer. So I asked, Copilot to do it, and if he can do it, that's perfect. Hope this was insightful, exciteful.